Hey, welcome back to the Here's the Deal channel. Thank you guys for coming back. I always enjoy seeing you. Before we get this video started, let me just encourage you and remind you that in the chat section, we got to be very careful about what we say. Not because of me. I don't care. I'm not into censorship and I don't want to censor anybody. One thing I don't like is when somebody spams the chat room and then I got to put them in timeout, because basically you begin to infringe on somebody else's right to speak when you keep on spamming, and then nobody can really get a chance to talk. So that's the only thing. But the second thing is we want to make sure that whatever we say in dealing with this subject right here, and this is about law enforcement being hunted as they hunt a guy who offed a deputy, be careful what you say about rejoicing that a COP may end up in a body BAG. You know what I mean? Because we don't want law enforcement to get hurt in any way. We recognize them as heroes, as warriors, and as people worthy of respect, right? So just be careful what you say. CIA, FBI, ATF, web crawlers, AI, they're constantly scouring the interwebs to figure out who's engaging in evil language, who's, terroristic language or whatever. So just be real careful about what you say as this guy begins to hunt down these cops as the cops go hunting for them. And let me also say, before we get started, somebody tell me in the chat room, first of all, can you hear me? And can you hear system audio right here? If you can hear me and system audio, and that was the cops fleeing like cockroaches. Let's just take a look at this real quick.
Patrol unit still hunkered down behind a tree.
Watch this. As soon as this, oh God, oh my God, I'm Kevlar vested. I've got my bulletproof vest on. We've got 100 people out here looking for one guy. Shots start firing and we start fleeing like cockroaches. So let me know if you got a 5x5. Can you hear me in system audio? That's the 5. 5 is me. By 5 is the system audio. So when we know that this is all well and good, we will go ahead and get started with this. But I want to ask you a real quick question as we get going. How much do you think? Don't look it up. Take a guess at how much it costs to run police and sheriff's departments all across the United States annually. What does it cost to support? How many funds does it take to support the police? And this doesn't count fire. This doesn't count EMS. This is just law enforcement. What does it cost to fund law enforcement for a year? That's all of law enforcement. I'm talking about local and state, not including federal. Number 2, how much do they extract in revenue every year from us? And where does most of that money come from? 3.7 million? That's not even close. We're talking about annually. How long does it take every year to fund all of law enforcement? 350 billion? That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Let's take a look at this real quick before we get into why someone would ever want to hunt down or defend themselves against a law enforcement agent. First of all, how much revenue does just speeding tickets generate every single year in the United States? Speeding tickets are estimated to generate, check this out, it's $6.2 to $6.8 billion every single year. And if you break that up by minute, it's like $14,728 per second, every single second. This doesn't count other traffic tickets. This doesn't count, jaywalking tickets or running a stoplight or not activating your turning signal. Just speeding tickets alone in America generates $6.2 to $6.8 billion, not million, billion dollars annually. So the next question is, how much revenue is generated through civil asset forfeiture? 2 to 3 billion. That's a low number. While state and local jurisdictions collectively bring in roughly 300 to 400 million each year across reporting states, we're talking about federal, state, and local brings in $2 to $3 billion annually. So what does it cost to fund all of law enforcement in America each year? And this does not count the revenue they generate through the drug war, the revenue they generate through speeding tickets, the revenue they generate through traffic tickets, or any of the other revenue generating schemes that they have. Check this out. Funding all police and law enforcement in America costs roughly 135 to over 300 billion. That's 300 billion is a third of $1 trillion every single year. How? Now, why in the world would anybody be on their guard and try to defend themselves against law enforcement who are supposed to be serving and protecting, and rather than serving and protecting, they're out there harassing and collecting per their own figures. This 135 to 300 billion dollars they collect every year is on that's the money they extract from us through forced theft called taxation. And taxation is not just theft, it's extortion because it's done by the barrel of a gun. So you wonder why all these people are getting sick and tired of getting messed with by the cops. So be careful what you say in the chat room. We're going to go over this. This is from Midwest Safety. They just uploaded it yesterday. Already has 1.3 million views in less than or a little over 24 hours. Let's take a look at this. 150 officers hunt down wanted cop killer. I have no idea why anybody would want to defend themselves against a cop. Just seems so crazy to me because they are heroes and warriors worthy of our respect. Let's take a look at this. And if you guys have any comments along the way, let me know. I appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and share this video with everybody you know, because this is all about setting brush fires of freedom, metaphorically, in the minds of men.
On February 23, 2026, officers, sheriff's deputies, and Missouri state troopers rushed to the scene of a shooting northwest of Branson, Missouri.
Reporting a deputy shot down the roadway. They'll be taking care of the county calls at this time. 102, that's clear. 563, 563,
Nearby residents.
Did you see that? This circle right here is covering a diseased deputy. Play on words there.
Discovered the body of 30-year-old Deputy Sheriff Gabriel Ramirez.
Oh, no. Now, what I ask myself, see, they will never tell you the full story. Never. What I always ask myself when I look at a punk like this, a punk in uniform, a terrorist, a revenue generator for the state, is how much of that 6.2 billion slice of that speeding ticket pie has this guy generated? How many people has he messed with and terrorized? How many innocent people who've committed no crime are sitting in jail because of Gabriel Ramirez? Are the victims of Gabriel Ramirez actually sad that he's gone? Are you sad that he's gone? Remember, you got to be careful what you say in the room.
U.S. Army veteran who was murdered while conducting a traffic stop while multiple.
He was murdered while conducting a traffic stop. I mean, I have to put that in another phraseology just to make it make sense to me. He was murdered while trying to carjack somebody. Can you imagine feeling sorry for a carjacker who gets offed when he tried to steal somebody's car? Or a murderer gets offed when he was trying to take the life of somebody else? Would you actually feel sorry for a murderer or a rapist or a carjacker?
Law enforcement agencies fanned out and waited for more information. Troopers gathered what information they could on the identity of the killer.
Do I just stay right here?
Did you see anything?
I didn't. I just pulled up and I called 911. I saw him laying there.
And what did you see?
I mean, I just pulled in and he was laying here. There was nobody here. And I called 911 and the woman come running out with towels.
I would not be surprised if the cop goes, wrong answer. Get out of the car, ma'am. Get up against the car. Put your hands behind your back in the praying position.
And stuff, but I think everything had already happened. He was already laying there.
And there was no other vehicles around? Sir, we got a lot of people down there looking. Is there anything you need specific from us?
No, I think our dispatch this should be good. I think our dispatch just got some more information out on a plate that he had just ran.
Okay. Well, okay. They have it. We'll, we got about 10 guys south of us here.
Yeah, the vehicle fled like less than 10 minutes ago, or about 10 minutes ago.
Suspect vehicle is a white 2001 Chevrolet pickup.
Said it was last seen southbound.
Yeah.
Watch the resources they pull out and deploy against this one guy. They will never, ever do that for you or I. Why is that? It was just one guy that got murdered. I mean, I'm not saying that they're, to minimize any kind of life or anything, but if it was your husband or wife or child who got run over by a cop, they're not hunting the cop down who killed your wife or husband or child. And they're not going to deploy this. They're not going to put drones in the air, helicopters in the air, dogs on the ground. They're not going to get the Bearcat out for you or deploy 100 guys to look for the guy who offed one of your family members.
That's the only information we got.
So you just told me that he has a whole team going to that address right now. This is OIC for.
Okay.
So.
Well,
Yeah.
I've seen that truck 100 times. And next one.
We stopped that vehicle on the 21st of January, and there was a Richard Bird that was driving it. There's a Spring Police address in Reed Spring.
43-year-old Richard Bird was well known as a violent racist who previously attempted to murder an officer and was out on a $50,000 bond for unrelated charges.
Seen on Fox.
Now, about this Richard Bird guy, he was jailed primarily in connection with the September 2014 incident in Johnson County, Kansas, in which he was initially charged with attempted first-degree murder for shooting at a law enforcement officer. And supposedly, now this is the story from law enforcement, the authorities said that Bird was in the middle of a burglary or theft of equipment exceeding $1,000 from Haven Construction. When the deputy arrived and gave chase, Bird allegedly fired multiple shots from a rifle at the officer. The deputy was not hit. Bird fled. A search followed. Now, I can't really believe what the official story is from law enforcement because they lie so frequently, so often. So, it's up in the air what Bird was actually jailed for in 2014, because it could be that this cop messed with Bird, didn't have a body camera. The judge believed the cops over Bird, and then Bird went to jail for his like 99 months or something like 8 years.
A few minutes before the incident,
He could also, we got to keep it open to Bird could be a dirtbag. This could be a dirtbag that offed another dirtbag who likes to wear a costume. It's, dirtbag versus dirtbag. There are non-law enforcement officers who are also dirtbags who need to be put away from and separated from society. But to me, that's karma. That's poetic justice that a dirtbag would off a uniformed dirtbag. I doubt that Richard Bird has racked up as many felonies as a local law enforcement agent or a state law enforcement agent or a federal law enforcement agent, because we know they're committing felonies all the time. It's just that their felonies happen to be legalized, so they're not recognized as felonies by the system. But we got to call a spade a spade.
3-year-old Richard Bird was well known as a violent racist who previously attempted to murder an officer and was out on a $50,000.
Or he attempted to defend himself against an officer. He could have attempted to murder him. It could have been an unjust act on Bird's part, but at the same time, he could have been engaged in self-defense.
$1,000 bond for unrelated charges.
seen on flock camera a few minutes before the incident. It's a white Chevrolet truck. It's dirtier.
It's got like a rusted top.
Somewhat silver. Has a brown top on the top of the truck.
Yeah. So I would just break loose here and start hunting these side roads.
Okay.
To see if he's gone and
Park somewhere.
try to ditch it.
150 officers from local, state, and federal agencies, including the FBI and U.S. Marshals, patrolled the highways and back roads of rural Missouri in a southerly direction, focusing their...
They deployed 150 officers from multiple agencies, including federal agencies, with the FBI. What the hell, man?
attention on Highway 160. During the subsequent 9-hour manhunt, troopers found Richard's truck and worked with nearby residents to clear properties and houses. Eventually,
no, it gave them an excuse to violate other people's rights. So now when we have a criminal at large, or what they say, or who they say is a criminal at large, that gives them a justification, the justification they really desire and long for, to go trample somebody else's rights while they're clearing the area. Hey, there's a dangerous person in the area. We got to kick down your door and we got to clear your house. Make sure this guy is not hiding in here somewhere. This makes me sick.
a patrol aircraft spotted Richard in a densely wooded area, high up on a ridgeline and armed with a rifle.
Man, don't you wish? Okay, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to put it that way. But wouldn't it be interesting if some criminal outfit got highly organized and heavily outfitted with equipment, and then when those let's call them costumed agents went out looking for them, all these mini guns come out and just there's just a big lawnmower party. Wouldn't that be just interesting if that played out like that, where all 150 of them who went out actually never came back?
Go to your right, go to your right.
Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going.
It's right in the back of that patrol unit. Still hunkered down behind a tree.
That just kills me, man.
Blue, blue, blue!
Yeah, You know, the suspect's running southbound towards the power line cut. Southbound towards the power line cut.
I mean, these are the domestic terrorists. Domestic terrorists are roving the hillsides, going into houses, clearing houses, trampling rights.
Watch the crossfire.
Maybe an officer hit. One officer looks like he's not moving. The suspect ran to the south. Two officers to the south. He's pointing the gun at you.
To the south, stop.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, a deputy got hit. Oh no. I'm so sad. I'm just so sad. And an economic terrorist, a road pirate got hit. I need to break out the tissue. It's hard. This is so hard.
Virtual, I think we have an officer down. You name us, are out.
256, I have the medic with me. Where's the officer at?
We don't have eyes on him.
We don't know where he's at.
There's one down in a power line cut just north of the patrol cars.
140 up and hit in the leg, right leg. In the woods, I was running to deputies in Western County.
690, we do not have eyes on him.
One deputy is hit in the leg, one got hit in the stomach.
Got the rifle. He's moving back towards the original sighting at the patrol car in the circle drive. The shot came from my east. I've been shot in the leg.
Do we have a Bearcat at the command post?
227 Bearcats back at troop.
The original location is still in the power line cut.
So he's just right up that hill.
84 transporting him to the roundabout. He's got a gunshot wound to the stomach.
If you want to get up to the circle drive and check on the officer that was up there.
I don't know where the circle drive is. Yeah,
Kind of embedded himself into the base of a cedar tree right now.
I don't know.
There's not a second deputy that's been shot. Just one.
One deputy. Been two. I've been shot. This is 140 with Christian County. I've been shot here. Don't over me. I've been shot in the leg. I'm in the field.
2 deputies wounded confirmed.
10-4, shot in the leg. Location, can you give me any descriptions of where you're at or where you are from your patrol car?
It kind of reminds me of Rambo. What was the name of the guy that was the police chief? And every time Rambo, like, he would set up a booby trap that had all these spikes in it, and it would just, smash in on their legs. It's like, Will! They're yelling for Will. They fall into this pit where these daggers are going through them, but Rambo's real careful not to kill any of these badged law enforcers. This is kind of what it reminds me of. Will!
Get some alternative.
EMS responding to the scene. We need him at the roundabout. We have one deputy that's been shot in the stomach that's being transported there. We have another one that's been shot in the leg in the field. We're still trying to get to him.
Do you have eyes on the suspect? We're going to try and...
He's got to be up here.
Springfield 206, Rio County, the other deputy's location.
I just don't know where he is. Springfield from where I'm at.
I don't see a fucking circle drive, but I see the power line cut. Okay. So this is the power line cut. It goes at a 45 across here and up that ridge right there.
Spotlighted me. I'm yelling blue, blue, blue.
Does 94 MP have eyes on this guy?
Appears to be about 35 yards. He's aiming the rifle again. We can get a Bearcat up here. I can drive you right to him.
Bearcat, we need a Bearcat. If they didn't have the drone, these cops probably wouldn't have a chance. But these drones have the FLIR technology where they can see in the dark, basically, and they can see your heat signature. If they didn't have that kind of stuff, man, oh man. Or you can take one of those drones out or one of the helicopters out and just be absolutely, completely camouflaged, incognito.
140, we have a location on his car, and he's north from there.
I don't think we need to approach him any further.
I agree. Until we have armor. He's got to be just right up in.
I'm to your east.
I know Green's bringing their armor down right now.
Can we get a drone to hover the guy? The drone is apparently hovering the guy.
There's one drone
Yeah, look at that. You can see the drone's lights blinking right there.
there.
Somebody advised the suspect looks like he's being ambushed, trying to recover the deputy down. He was looking at the deputy, also ambushed and waiting.
Do you have a shield?
This is a little better, Mark, just because we're behind.
Suspect's moving again, point the long rifle, FYI.
We think he's right up here.
At least they have a shield.
1 second.
Remember, you do not have to fully express yourself in the chat. As a matter of fact, it's discouraged because there's so much oppression, there's so much tyranny, there's so many web scrapers and AI technology. So, I understand what you think. I understand how you feel. You can put it in different language, like, poor heroes or something. I know exactly what you're saying. Extreme sarcasm is warranted here.
It's not going to stop a 7.62 though.
I've got 140 on the phone that's hitting the wood.
Where's yeah? Where's he at?
He's up the hill right here in the fence line. He said he went to the left of the car. He's right up here.
This guy needs fucking killed. That's what the problem is.
We need to get this dude out.
We need a shield.
I know.
He's it 4 times. Hand, leg, right here.
He was pretty fucked up.
I thought there was 2.
We're going to transport with your car. Yeah, hey, just get your car spun around so we can just load him in the passenger so I can go.
I think he's going to pop out right freaking.
16, 150. Just information. Christian County Deputy 140 is crawling out of the woods towards the emergency light.
Yeah.
Crawling out of the woods.
The suspect is in a cedar thicket just north of.
No, it's not about that, man. You got to be smart. You got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. You do not want to put an unnecessary X on your back. I guarantee you absolutely do not want to do that. I already know, you can speak in code. It's fine. You can spell things that whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do. It's your life. You can live it the way you want to. All I can do is advise, you don't have to, nobody's got to listen to me.
Line cut about 75 yards.
Problem is, he's just going to spray and pray when he hears noise.
Yeah, and he has all the fucking advantage.
Yeah, up on the hill.
He's pretty close to you.
Yes, he has the advantage.
Out of there now if he keeps crawling.
Come on, brother.
Empty is still attempting to crawl. Looks like he's going uphill now. He looks like maybe 20 yards from you.
Just go up there with the fucking shield and pick him up.
Walking southbound in the power line cut. Southbound in the power line cut.
Look at all these
Green County
cops.
deputy down there?
Yeah.
That's been shot?
Yeah.
Is Trooper aware of that?
Oh, I don't think so. Hold on, we got 2 more. We have 1.
206 Ringfield.
Let that second ambulance know that they're going to be getting another officer. Apparently, there's a Green County deputy that's also been shot.
Do we have that deputy?
I do not know.
He's further down 248 from where I am.
Straight north. Straight north.
He's got the rifle up walking right towards you now.
All right, they got him out. Josh, get ready. Get him here. Here, right here.
Towards
Right
the
here.
highway.
Come on.
Lean your seat back.
Roll over, brother. Roll over. Hey, anybody check him? Yeah, there you go.
They're acting like they're dodging Viet Cong gunfire in Vietnam or something.
We're here. Where you at? Where you at?
I just feel like most of this is just cosplay. Like they want to be heroes so bad. They want to be GI jokes so bad that this is their chance. If we got it all on body cam, we can watch the footage and eat some popcorn later, man. Guys, this is great.
Get all this crap off. Pull him out.
Hey, let's get him loaded. Ambulance is waiting on him.
Hey, who's got truck?
Right here. We're going in this silver Durango right here. Take his shirt off. Get his vest off. Hold on to me. You're good. We got your car right here. Ambulance is waiting on you.
Now,
Come on. Right here. We got you.
look, so many people are. How many times have people thanked this guy for his service? How many times has this guy got 15-20% off, or maybe even a free meal and a free donut? On the other side of it, how many people are in jail right now, just suffering, departed from their family? They can't get a square meal. They're being abused by the corrections facility and the corrections officer because this guy decided to exercise his discretion, put an innocent person in jail. That's all I can think about. How evil is this guy? How much money has he extracted from single mothers who didn't have a dime to pay for that stupid seatbelt ticket he laid on them? How many?
You're good.
How much suffering has he brought into the world just being a stupid order follower?
Pop that belt.
I've lost contact with him.
Have a shot right here.
Okay, you're fine.
Right leg.
Hey, you got keepers.
You got circuit?
Keepers.
I got turkey. Right here.
Let it get my turn. Yeah, whose guy is this?
That's his.
All right, you're all right. We got you, brother. We got you.
At 9 Central.
Get land on this leg. Get a turn. Get all the way up. Yep. It's gonna hurt. Okay, come on, squeeze me.
You know, it's sad. I don't even want to be like this. I don't want to. They drove me to a cliff. They painted me in a corner, and now I'm this cynical dude who's looking at this going, I would, shed a tear if I thought for a second that this was a righteous dude that didn't deserve this. He's got a family to feed. He's got a wife that depends on him. He's got kids that love him. I don't want to be the person that says, I can't shed it. I can't even force myself to shed a tear. Just can't do it. And you drove me to it. You made me, you law enforcement scum have made me the man that I didn't think I'd be.
Squeeze me.
And it doesn't even have to be like that. You don't have to be order followers, but you choose voluntarily to do it, didn't you? You really want that paycheck, and you don't care what you have to do or how many lives you have to ruin to get that paycheck that is basically given to you because somebody else got stolen from, because they stole from the community. They extorted a whole bunch of people so that you could get that paycheck, so that you could drive that Bearcat, so you could execute that pit maneuver and flip that pregnant woman, Rodney Dunn. You chose to take this job. But Brian, you can't say that all cops are bad. Then why do all cops take an oath to support the Constitution of the United States and then turn their back on it at every stupid chance, and the laws of the state and the drug war laws, which are diametrically opposed to the Fourth Amendment right to be secure in your person's houses, papers, and effects, and completely against the Declaration of Independence when somebody's pursuing life, liberty, and happiness? And then you're going to be the infringer on that happiness. You bunch of dopes, and you're voluntarily doing it. Nobody's making you be a sheriff's deputy or a police officer or a captain or a police chief or a sergeant. Nobody's making you do that. You chose to do that. You chose that position of theft and road piracy and domestic terrorism. You chose to do it. Nobody made you do it. Nobody made you sign on the dotted line, but you did it anyway, didn't you? I'm going to give that seatbelt ticket. I'm going to make sure you don't have that crack cocaine. I'm going to make, oh, you got yourself a little baggie of weed, do you? Step out of the car, Sonny. I'm going to ratchet the cuffs on nice and tight. They're not made for comfort. And you know you're out there hurting people. You're hurting them on the roadside. You're belittling them. You're demoralizing them. You're hotboxing them. Remember what they did to Philip Turner? They hotboxed that guy in the back of that car, just sweltering back there. And you can, yeah, sure, you can sue him. You can get $750,000, $2 million. Karen Garner, $3.1 million. This guy that they just let out of prison that was in there for 20 years unjustly in Tulsa, $26 million. You think those cops care? No. You start putting that ladle in the pension fund, though. Oh, there's going to be some big change. You start taking those pensions away. You start liquidating them. You take that shield of qualified immunity down. You get rid of Terry v. Ohio and Pennsylvania versus Mims. You get rid of all those corporate traffic laws, and you end the drug war law. We're going to see some changes real quick. But no, as long as you have those unjust, immoral, evil laws, you're going to have law enforcement order followers like this constantly hurting people under the name of we got to eradicate the drug. It's about the Mexican drug cartels. We need civil asset forfeiture.
Roll him. Yep. Just do a quick blood sweep.
Hey, 3 user drones on top of him.
Guys, this tourniquet ain't big enough.
This tourniquet isn't big enough. He's got too much fat on his leg, man. We gotta do something, man. Willie, I told you to lay off the donuts last month.
Car. Let's just get him in the car. Let him go. I got legs. 1, 2, 3, go. 2, 3, go. Ah! Hang on, buddy. Hang on, buddy. Yes, sir. We're going feet first. Hold on, step. Can someone that doesn't have a rifle or hold my rifle? Here. 1, 2. Legs in. Legs in. Push his leg down, Josh. It's gonna hurt. You gotta get you in there, buddy. Okay, go. Hold on. All right, good. Go.
They couldn't put him in the bed of a truck. They couldn't put him in this SUV right here. They stuck him in a car. These guys are not thinking, man. They are not thinking. I think this, what is that, an Explorer? What is that right there? They can put those seats down and he could have laid flat. They could have drove down the whole way, somebody holding him in with a hatch open. They stuck him in the front seat of a car. Oh, they can't even think, man.
Do we know where the Green County deputy is?
Another unit is going to be at the
What
Circle
in the
Drive,
hell?
at the top of the Circle Drive.
Let's get it over here by this deputy's car. Get the dogs in there.
400 Springfield.
400.
He's looking right at you.
He's right by this telephone pole at the road.
Who?
The suspect.
The
Do we know where the Green
suspect.
County deputy is that's been shot?
There's an officer that looks like he may be crawling or on the ground in front of the patrol car at the Circle Drive.
81 at the Circle Drive. There is a deputy laying down or an officer down. We need checked on.
Have him walk me into this officer. Who shot?
I'm going to guess about.
God, what if he came out of the woods? Have you guys ever seen a minigun? What if he came out of the woods with a minigun with like 5,000 rounds and just sprayed everywhere, man?
Less than 100 yards. Well, 634, we have a single shot fire. That's not just still very much alive. Okay, FYI, we think.
Or like this right here. Let me just take a real quick segue because I don't know, my imagination is going wild. I pinned this to the top of this is my anti-Federal Reserve song, but I don't know if you guys have seen this, but check out this gun right here. What if the guy came out of the woods with this thing? Look at this thing. Look at this thing. With the tracer rounds. I mean, a man can dream, can't he? A man can just dream.
He may have just possibly shot towards us. So we're blacked out. I don't know if he's shooting us or the drone. He's stationary, behind a big thicket right under the power lines. Not very far, but we're all on. Shots fired.
10-4 copy, shots fired.
It looks like suspect is either laying down or possibly dead, but he is no longer standing.
Get some light on.
Oh, you guys want to hear more of that song? Put one in the room if you do. We'll do it after this. There's only a couple more minutes left on this.
Dog coming in. Dog coming in.
Don't go rushing them, boys.
We need a shield. We need a shield. Who's got a shield?
Those guys good?
Suspect is on the ground, but I think he's still moving.
Still moving.
That's it.
10-4 copy, suspect is down, still moving.
Hey, watch out. Got a shield. Shield.
Yeah, they sent a dog in, and then they're going to be mad if the dog gets shot.
I got one. Where's he at? Straight?
Right, straight up.
He is aiming towards you.
Keep a light on him.
Yeah, he's aiming at us. He's aiming at us.
He's prone.
Lights off.
Lights off.
Watch crossfire. There's officers to the west, east, and south.
Roll that Bearcat right up through the yard.
Have the rifle shoulder.
Can we get that Bearcat up here? It's coming.
Really, he has the rifle shouldered. He's taking aim.
Here we go.
Show us your hands.
P727 with the Bearcat to where my patrol car is on the map.
This is the world's smallest shield. Yeah.
Looks like he's aiming south towards the water patrol cars to the south.
Anybody behind me, don't shoot me in the back of the head.
I'll warn you, this is a fully auto.
He felt like he had to say that. Jennifer, thank you so much for the memberships. I really appreciate it. I will call those out at the end of the episode here. Don't anybody shoot. He felt like he had to say that because they're dumb enough to do that. Now, look, I got the shield. I'm protecting you. Don't do something stupid like shoot me in the back of the head. This is so freaking hilarious.
Right behind that cedar.
Kill all your headlights.
Kill all your headlights.
Let me just walk around there. Hey, was he hit by that first volley? I think so.
Oh, there's another round.
Where's that?
I don't see him.
This is just a feeding frenzy. They heard one guy firing. Now everybody's going to fire. And I'm hearing some rapid fire. So there's some automatic weaponry. And that's exactly why you don't want the government to limit your Second Amendment in any way, shape, or form. If the government has the firepower, you should have equal or greater firepower. That is the spirit of the Second Amendment.
10-4 copy, we're shot fired.
Fire, he's thrown out.
All units, check your fire. There are units or deputies up there rescuing the other officers. He is prone out. You're not hitting him. Where is the Bearcat?
I think he's like 65, 70 yards. Like right through there. I saw an orange burst.
Yeah, aiming the rifle southwest again. Aiming it southwest.
Be far to the left.
Directly north of my position, in front of the trailer house.
Yeah, we're in front of the trailer house.
What did they just say there? Directly north of my position in front of a trailer house that somebody could be watching Andy Griffith in. What did he say?
Yeah, we're in front of the trailer house.
Yeah, we're effing in front of a trailer house. we just lobbed off about 350, 500 rounds. Who cares? Out there could be somebody in there. We could have hit an old lady or something and killed her yard dog. That's how sick they are. Listen to this. This chaps my hide right here.
In front of the trailer house.
Yeah, we're in front of the trailer house.
God.
This way right now. He moved a little bit to the left. Brown, you got to get down.
10-4. The drones are still should be on top of you.
That is earning the hate.
He hasn't moved. He's kneeling down, looking south.
He hasn't moved down the ravine. And then move left towards the runway. Just need to get some armor up here in the Bearcat and run him over.
Look right. high. They're high. They're coming over high. Yeah, they're high. We ain't doing until that gets here.
God, that's a stripped down Bearcat. Did you see that thing? They don't have the premium version by any means. Look at this thing.
They're high. They're coming over high. Yeah, they're high.
It's like an old UPS or USPS mail truck, man. It doesn't even look armored at all.
We ain't doing until that gets here. Shoot the Bearcat.
Yep.
It's a Temu Bearcat.
Affirmative, still in the same location. He's kind of hunched over. He hasn't moved since the last round of shots, but I would still approach him with armor.
Where is the damn armor? I don't know.
Watch crossfire. The armored vehicle is going right towards where the last shots were fired at the detached garage.
10-4. Bearcat's up in the power line.
All right, there's the pole. So that's where he's been this whole damn time.
About 15 yards in front of the Bearcat.
Run him over.
Run him over.
Ran him over.
Somebody go ahead.
Oh, well, we ran him over. Oh, well, you know. Wouldn't that be great if 10 Bearcats came out of the woods and started running, you know, whoever?
Any officers on foot, hold off. They're dealing with the suspect.
Get that double tap there, my
Any officers on foot?
One shot fired from the area of the Bearcat.
2.
Is that blue shots or is that suspect shots? Blue shots.
10-4 copy. It's blue shots.
Any units walking up the cuts. Hold position, hold position. We've got a crossfire. He's in between you and I. 797 Springfield, we have one down.
10-4. We have one down. One subject down.
Suspect down, weapon is secure.
Love you, Tim.
According to the police report filed by the driver of the Bearcat, Richard Bird was found to have suffered multiple gunshot wounds and was deceased.
Oh, I bet he did. There's no chance that guy was getting out of that forest alive. No chance at all.
Deputies Josh Wall and Austin McCall were both wounded in the initial exchange of gunfire. Trooper Henderson noted in his report that due to the brave and valiant acts of Troopers Kenyon, Shickles, Chronister, and others, the lives of the wounded deputies were saved. Trooper Henderson was himself
Okay, can we get a status on the person who was living in the trailer?
cited for bravery in a separate report. Tragically, 40-year-old Christian County Deputy Michael Highslope, a U.S. Army airborne veteran, was killed in that same exchange of gunfire.
He learned to follow orders in the military because the military-industrial complex psychopaths trained him, and then he became an order follower on American soil, so that he could be an economic terrorist in our country's borders, under the flag of to protect and serve. It's pitiful. It's sick. It's disgusting.
Old Christian County Deputy Michael Highslope, a U.S. Army airborne veteran, was killed in that same exchange of gunfire. Christian County Sheriff Brad Cole spoke at a memorial honoring the fallen deputies.
I fought the good fight. I finished the race.
Oh, God, this is so delusional. This is so disgusting and delusional. I fought the good fight. I finished the race. I have kept the faith. He's going to read a scripture verse on the heels of and in the uniform of domestic terrorism, incessant domestic terrorism. If this doesn't make you sick, I don't know what will. I mean, liver and onions does it for me, but this right here, this is just way too much for me to hack. And then they're crying. I truly think that they are so encased in cognitive dissonance. They've seared their consciences so much, and they're so delusional that they probably think that they are actually doing right, even though they're 40% more likely to be domestic abusers. They don't mind, under the color of law, trampling the rest of our rights. And when you look at it through the lens of truth and liberty, and, just the flat out, just the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, you know that these guys are traitors to their countries and their countrymen.
And I've kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness.
So wait a second. You mean I get to domestically terrorize people? I get to threaten them. I get to harass them. I get to operate as a road pirate, a concrete pirate on the open roadways, just like they did in the Caribbean on the open seas back in the early 1800s. And I get to receive the crown of righteousness for my good deeds. Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the rest of your fathers. No. Let's listen to this again.
at a memorial honoring the fallen
here's how delusional it is. And then they'll use the Bible and Christianity. So they hide under the flown flag of Christianity and God and righteousness and to protect and serve. And they really expect people to continue to take this bitter pill of tyranny, this domestic brand of terrorism.
deputies.
I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race, and I have kept the faith.
Boo.
Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness. Mike, Gabe, you finished this race. You've kept the faith. You have protected this county with every fiber of your being. And as your sheriff, I'm giving you your final orders. Go home to the Lord. Find your rest in green pastures.
He's still got to give a directive. I'm going to give you a directive. This is psychopathic, man. He could not give a directive. Do I have this tab still up? Where is that tab? Let me find this tab because I want to show you how bad this sheriff actually is. Where is that? I should pin it to the top here. It's the tab where they beg Dan Red Flag Law Crenshaw to keep civil asset forfeiture, which is basically legalized armed robbery. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at this right here. This is, okay, so we got a sheriff right here, okay? He's the, what's his name? Sheriff what? Christian County Sheriff. Let's go back.
High Slope, a U.S. Army airborne veteran.
It's called Christian County.
Was killed in that same exchange of gunfire. Christian County Sheriff
Brad Cole, Christian County Sheriff Brad Cole. Now, I don't know how long Brad Cole has been a sheriff, but I would venture to say, because almost every sheriff in the country signed on to begging Dan Red Flag Law Crenshaw. And the reason I called this guy Dan Red Flag Law Eye Patch McCain Crenshaw is because he was not only for red flag gun confiscation laws, Dan Crenshaw was, and he's a Republican too. Remember, Republicans and Democrats, they just play for two wings of the same bird of prey, constantly circling around, victimizing all Americans in the name of politics. But Dan Red Flag Law Crenshaw, who's also a promoter of the TAPS Act, which was Red Flag Law 2.0 and domestic terror and increased domestic terrorism. They signed on to this bill from July 17th, 2023, written by Jim Skinner, who is the National Sheriff's Association chairman. And they begged Dan Crenshaw to please keep civil asset forfeiture on the books because that's how we fund our our police operation. Despite the fact that they are killing hundreds of Americans daily, HR 1525 FAIR Act would largely dismantle a crucial tool in the fight against the Mexican drug cartels. It's always in the name of fighting the Mexican drug cartels, and they know damn well that you could end every drug cartel, I don't care if it's from China, from Mexico, from Canada, overnight by ending the stupid, long, costly, and failed, but lucrative drug war. The Mexican drug cartels would be destroyed because they rely on laws to increase profits for their business. As a matter of fact, when the government makes a law, it does two things. It puts money in their pockets because they have to extract more money to keep that law going. And the second thing it does is it takes away your rights. Oh, and the third thing it does is it empowers criminals. For example, when you have a gun law and you have a gun-free zone, well, guess who obeys the gun-free zone? A law abider. So if you're a law abider and you enter the gun-free zone, in other words, you disarm yourself because you think you're going to get in trouble by the government, guess who won't disarm themselves? Criminals and law enforcement. But then again, I repeat myself because law enforcement are criminals. Criminals are law enforcement. I'm talking about the non-law enforcement criminals who will enter those gun-free zones and they will be empowered. So I call gun-free zones criminal empowerment, victim creation, fish in a barrel zones, because the law abiders are too scared to break the law because if they get caught with a gun in a post office or some federal building, they could go to jail. A criminal is going to carry a gun in there because he means to do maximum damage and have a safe working environment because nobody's going to fire back at him because everybody else just disarmed themselves. So laws disempower law abiders and incredibly empower people who aren't going to obey the law anyway, i.e., Mexican drug cartels. So you have these 3,086 sheriffs across the nation. Remember, there are only 3,144 counties in the entire United States, and not every county has a sheriff. So this is virtually every sheriff signed on to begging Dan Red Flag Law Crenshaw to keep civil asset forfeiture, which is legalized armed robbery. And that's the same thing that this guy would have done if he was sheriff at the time. He probably was the sheriff back in 2023, but even if he wasn't, he wants civil asset forfeiture so they can buy that Bearcat, so they can get those shields and the ammo and the ammunition so that they can make you heal. And this guy can't even help it. He's got to give his fellow law enforcer a final directive: go and be with the Lord. I got to command somebody. And I'm up here on stage. This is something I got to do. It's just in my DNA.
Mike, okay, you finished this race. You've kept the faith. You have protected this county with every fiber of your being.
You extracted the maximum amount of dollars that you possibly could. You economically terrorized your fellow countrymen. You threatened them. You cuffed them. You gave them permanent nerve damage. You threw them into cages, and they didn't even commit a crime, Mike. You just did so well. There was no victim, no crime. There's so many people in jail because we fed the prison industrial complex. We're going to miss you, Mike. But don't worry, we're going to fill your position with somebody more psychopathic than you.
And as your sheriff, I'm giving you your final orders. Go home to the Lord.
Oh my God.
Find your rest in green pastures. We'll take the watch from here.
Oh,
God bless you.
We'll take the watch from here. We'll continue doing what you were doing, Mike. We'll continue holding guns to teenagers' heads. We'll continue dislocating old ladies' shoulders. We'll keep pushing them down outside of a police station. We'll keep shaking them down at the TSA and airports and along the highways and byways of America, Mike. Don't worry, we got the watch from here. And we're going to work with Palantir Technologies, Flock Safety. We're going to read those license plates. We're going to pull these people over. We're going to give them a hard time. Yeah, we don't care if that guy's got a CDL. We're going to ruin his entire life because, man, he just shouldn't have been going 67 and a 60, Mike.
Christian County to 145. Christian County.
Look at all of the man. This also makes me sick. This now, we didn't just waste a ton of money on 150, 200 law enforcers from different agencies to go out to look for a guy who was probably defending himself against a road pirate. But now look, you've got all of these guys. They're all on the clock. Every single one of them is getting paid $25, $30, $35 an hour. They're just milking the overtime. Milking it, man. They're just making a mockery out of us. Oh my God. And then the bootlickers come along. Spending how much in flowers is right there? How much?
We have to watch.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Guys, it really gets under my skin, man. It really gets under my skin. I don't know if you guys wanted to hear this song, but this is just my Federal Reserve song.
Every bullet, every bomb, every plane, every gun makes profit for the rulers of America's sons. Every missile, every bolt, every single soldier's coat transfers all your wealth while you stand in line to vote. Wars down, we sold down through what you are voting for red and blue. Tonight's the night. Must go. Tonight's the night. You'll see tomorrow. Tonight's the night. You'll spread your sky. Tonight's the night. Mainstream lights. souls to die. Corporate news spewing decentralized. It happens all day, but you must be wise. You need to open your eyes. All the scam that coming for you, but just stop voting for red and blue. Tonight's the night. Let us go. Tonight's the night. Zero. Tonight's the night. So spray our skies. Tonight's the night. It makes me lies. Every single minute of every single day, they steal 1,000,000 souls in some deceptive way. Clever propaganda made only to deceive. Cognitive dissonance makes our lost souls believe. War's a scam, they're coming for you. Our slaves all voting red and blue. Why do you vote for red and blue? Tonight's the night. Let us go. Tonight's the night. Zero. Tonight's the night. So spray our skies. Tonight's the night. It makes me lies. Psychos spray our children with chemicals up high. Rich men changed our food, causing us to die. All the cash is worthless, whispered by the banks. The minds of all mankind are programmed to be blank. Tonight's the night. I must go. Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. So spray our skies. Tonight's the night. Mainstream lies.
Yeah, really, if you think about it, the only way that this can be continued, all this propaganda and the wars and the police state, is through the fiat currency Ponzi scheme. And I don't talk a lot about that on this channel right here, but it's true. If you have cheap, easy credit that's, oh, I don't even have any dollars right here. Oh, here they are. Here's some. This right here is just an illusion. That's all it is. And because it's backed by nothing, it's the petrodollar fiat currency Ponzi scheme, because it's backed by nothing. And the longer they keep the Strait of Hormuz down, the longer there's this glut of oil, and the more time we give China and Russia and the BRICS nations time to pivot to another currency, this right here is going to become worthless so freaking quick. Hasn't happened since 1913 and the closing of the gold window in 1971, but it is going to happen. No currency ever has withstood the test of time. And that's because it's virtually worthless. It's only worth something in the minds of the people. Real quick, Mike just dropped a super chat. Not legalized. It's not enforced. Jennifer gifts 5 Here's the Deal memberships. Don't worry, we got more, guys. I want to show you this arrest of Jake Lang, which was ridiculous. Ragnar Pro Gaming became a channel member. Hey, if you're not a channel member yet, what's the hold up there? We're not doing a good job for you. What's going on? Become a channel member. If you can't, you can support this channel for free by liking this video, sharing this video. Appreciate you guys being here. HBO Matt, what's going on, man? We hit the fundraiser goal. Notice to appeal filed. I put up one last video that has Simmons body cam and him claiming we were trying to off him. Thanks, HBO Matt. I'll try to look at that. My plate is super full right now, and I'm trying to get around to a lot of things. Oh, by the way, before I show you the demonstration of this new shock glove that the police have they're gonna, what the heck? What is going on here, J Lobo? What is going on here? 50 Here's the Deal memberships, and people just snapping them up left and right through the algorithm. Give J Lobo a shout out and thank him for buying you a Here's the Deal membership. So you said you couldn't afford it, and J Lobo said, okay, I hear your cries. I'm going to gift you one. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Jay Lobo. I really appreciate that, man. Actually, you know what? Let me show you this. Let me show you this shock glove. This is from the New York Post where they demonstrate this. They say this is just going to be for ICE to rid the United States of the immigrants, the illegal immigrants. But let me show you how effective these gloves are. This is interesting technology.
Real back with the glove.
That's just part of
my
it.
name is Jeff Nicholas. I'm the founder of Compliant Technologies, and we're here with Deputy Brobrecht from the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Department. And so today we're going to do a demonstration of what we call CD3 technology.
CD3 technology. It's coming to you. It's coming to you.
CD3 stands for Conductive Distraction and De-Escalation Device. It's technology that most agencies can now use in soft empty hand control to de-escalate situations. Dan has got a pair of gloves on. We're going to do a demonstration. We're just going to act maybe like he's an individual. So when Dan grabs Deputy Brobrecht with the glove.
Has anybody felt that yet? Has anybody felt one of these gloves? Put a 1 in the room if you've ever been tased. I have personally never been tased. I don't want to be tased. Have you ever been tased? I mean, where the probes stuck into your skin and they just shock the crap out of you on the roadside?
In real life, we would follow him all the way to the ground. We would make sure he got cuffed up. How do you feel?
Fantastic.
So what did it feel like when the glove grabbed you?
I had no control. I tried to pull away. There was just nothing there.
So based upon that information.
Okay, now listen to this. I had no control. I tried to pull away. And yet, what is the cop going to do to you as soon as he puts those gloves on you or the taser probe goes in you? Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. This guy's sitting here admitting I had no control. You can't put your hands behind your back when you're getting electrocuted.
Would you want to fight the officer?
No way.
The deputy?
No way.
Okay.
No way.
Would you want to reach in and grab anything off an officer or deputy's belt?
I wouldn't be able to.
Right. Yep. So it's a great.
Would you comply and put your hands behind your back when the officer commands you to? I wouldn't be able to. Okay. We're going to let you slide because you have a uniform, but we're going to make those other MRFers do it. And if they don't, we're going to shock them again. He's right. You damn right we will.
Tool for weapons retention. People trying to get anything off my belt or out of my hands. It's also great for weapons transition. When Dan has the gloves on, he's able to transition.
Wait a minute. What if the public got those gloves? Wouldn't it be hilarious if every time you got pulled over, you put these gloves on in full view? Now, what were you saying, officer? And he's putting his gloves on, and you're like, you got your gloves, I got my gloves. I'm ready, man.
All the tools within his belt, to include a sidearm, do immediate action and reload.
Basically, you put it on just like any glove. You know, right now they're off. I can touch it. You know, they strap on, and basically you got a power button that
he wouldn't know anything about a strap on, would he?
you hit, it lights up, and then it's active.
Anything about a strap on?
I can touch anywhere on my body. If I was to grab hold of my hand, which I'm not going to do, I've already experienced.
I can touch anywhere on my body. I'm going to just strap this on right here, and I could touch anywhere on my body.
I don't want to put myself through it. It doesn't feel the best. It doesn't incapacitate you, but it, you know, I've been exposed to this probably 10 to 15 times myself. And it's, I guess the best way to describe it, I mean, it basically takes all your focus off everything that's going to basically where you're getting grabbed at. And then as soon as you let go, it's gone. There's no marks that's left or anything like that. And it lets you get the control of the person.
It lets you get control of the person. Because I'm telling you what, right now, I was bullied in high school. And the thing that I wanted from Santa Claus when he came down the chimney every Christmas, I wanted to have control over everybody who bullied me. But I thought, you know, Santa Claus, if he could just make me a law enforcer, then people would respect me. And if they don't, I'm putting my gloves on. And I'm gonna tase them, or I'm gonna cock my gun and I'm gonna shove it in their face. And I don't care if it's a teenager; they're going down.
To where you can get them in a safer location, and actually try to gain compliance. And we've had the compliance gloves.
They love doing. Look at this. They love doing this
for over 4 years.
Aren't steroids enough, officer? I mean, it's like you can bench 350 pounds 50 times. Now you got to put the gloves on. Jeez.
And basically, it has been.
Did that guy just crawl on top of that other guy? Hold on a second. What am I seeing here?
And basically, it has
I got to freeze it at the right time. Hold on a second.
Probably. And basically,
I'm gonna get on you, boy. I get to dominate somebody.
Look at this. He's mounting this. I picked the wrong thumbnail, guys. I picked the wrong thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. Oh my God. Dude. There's so many things that I could say here, but I'm not going to do it. I just can't even believe they put this in here. That would be so embarrassing. If I was a law enforcement agent, I'd be like, dude, don't show this. Like, cut that out. Edit it. What the heck?
It has been probably one of the best tools we added. One thing about and I'll even show you one thing about
it's one of the best tools we ever added, but I mean, second to the Joy Wand. I like the Joy Wand. They call it a nightstick, but I called it the Joy Wand.
Gloves themselves is that they have a button on them, and again, it
has a button on them.
Incapacitated person.
Justin Hall. Oh, I thought it said janitor. It says jailer. I thought they had the janitor doing this little infomercial for these gloves. I'm sorry, guys. I got such a headache right now. It's probably not even funny. I'm sorry. Whew. Okay, I got to snap out
like
of
a taser. I'm sure several people.
Wait, what did he say? This.
Them. Anything about the gloves themselves is that they have a button on them, and again,
It's like an episode of The Simpsons.
But Dad, they had a button on them.
Incapacitate a person like a taser. I'm sure several people have seen taser videos where you hit somebody and they fall on the ground and stuff like that. And get stiff. This has no incapacitation with it. No, and
it has no incapacitation with it. Wait, that one guy just said I have no control. I mean, okay, so if you get hit by a taser, do you piss yourself? What happens there?
I say we have very limited use of it, because our de-escalation works about 90% of the time.
Our de-escalation works 90% of the time. What planet does this guy live on? What is he talking about?
And but when we do have to use it, it's just nice to know it's more predictable the outcome you'll have with it, because I know if I have to physically use these, I know that there's not going to be any lasting effects on the inmate.
Oh, they're talking about doing that to inmates. Yeah, he's a jailer. Holy smokes.
Officer, deputies,
watch this guy go down again.
Back with the glove.
God, I just feel like if that happened to me, I would try like heck to stand. Did you see that the people they call the sovereign citizen? I did a video the other day. Let's see if I can find it real quick. They tased this guy, and I didn't mention it in the video because I didn't want to detract from the way this little kid handled this cop.
Read the first page.
First of all, listen to this little kid. If you haven't seen this video yet, you got to. I'm going to put the link in the chat for you. But listen to what this little kid says in the intro to this video. There's the chat. There's the video right there. But listen to what this kid says.
Read the first page of that, and you'll learn the truth. Read the first page.
I don't need to.
Do it.
Yes, you could be.
Read the first page of that, and you'll learn the truth. And basically, it's the Constitution, and the cop says, "I don't need to. I don't need to read that." No, she goes, "No, do it. Do it." Watch them tase this guy, and he takes it like a freaking champ, man. And then they pull his wife out of the car. It's just so ridiculous. That's his wife. Oh yeah, here we go.
Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground.
Just pulling him out.
On the ground, right?
Let's go.
That's it. I don't.
And by the way, I didn't mention this either, but I found out later that the paper that he has in his hand that he's trying to get the cops to read was a paper that was signed by a judge he basically does what Cameron does, and maybe Cameron Wilson is his teacher. He's one of his students or something, but he got a paper signed off by the judge, according to reports. And the judge basically said, yeah, it's unconstitutional to drive with tags and you don't have to do it. You can opt out and all that kind of stuff. And he did his, notice, disclaimer, or whatever it is, affidavit of fact, or whatever it is. And the cops just wouldn't read it. So now they're going to tase him because all they know is brutality and violence.
Put your hands. We are calling the police.
That's it. I don't. That's just taser. Get down on the ground.
Look, the probe stuck to him and he ripped him out.
Get down on the ground.
And then this other cop hits him again with another one.
Right now. Get down. Get down.
Look, now he's being tased by two people.
Get down. Get down. Get down.
Look at this. He's just sucking up the electrons, man.
Get down on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. On your stomach. Stop. Stay.
And the unconscionable thing about this whole thing is that these cops know they're doing this in front of this man's wife, in front of this man's screaming 8-year-old, and being witnessed also by the 3-year-old in the other car seat, in the back seat of this car. It's unconscionable. It's monstrous. It's brutal. And this is how you protect and serve. How is this equal to protection and service? It's such a joke. It's such a freaking disgusting psyop. So I just wanted to show you that. If you missed that video, you've definitely got to watch it. You want to know, you want a hero and a warrior? It's this little girl right here. This is the hero and the warrior. Let's see if I got her on here. Where is she? I love this. This little girl is just so resolute. Resolute. Listen to this. The dad should really calm the frick up, man. Just for the sake of his family, just be calm, man. I don't blame you for being mad, Dad, but you got to hold it together for your family.
Read the papers. And you could ask Officer Taylor and me.
I promise you, Officer Taylor would do the same thing that we just did.
She's like 7 or 8 years old, and listen to how this cop talks to her. Okay, here we go.
I promise you, Officer Taylor would do the same thing that we just did.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah,
he is friends with my mom and dad, and he knows all the legal rights and everything. You are legally trespassing.
Trespassing on what? The road?
On the property of ours.
Which is what?
Our car, our insurance, everything.
I love that.
No.
It's pretty bad when a little kid is mentally and intellectually superior to this cop.
Well, sweetheart, that's not how any of that actually works in real life.
It does. You can look at those papers that he just took.
That doesn't mean anything.
It does. And even
I know your mom and dad have taught you that it does, but it doesn't, okay?
Look at this.
Just leave that alone. Okay? I can't have you digging around in there.
look, read the first page of that.
I love her.
And you'll learn the truth. Read the first page.
And she's scared, but she's brave. Just because you're brave doesn't mean you'll ever be scared, but you plow through. Her voice is shaking. She's quivering. She's very scared because these bad men with uniforms and guns have just drug her mom out of the car in the pavement, handcuffed her, tased the hell out of her dad, took him away in torture cuffs, and she's still plowing through. No, read it. This is the truth. You've got to read this. This is so inspirational to me.
I can't have you digging around in there.
Look, read the first page of that, and you'll learn the truth. Read the first page.
I don't need to.
Do it.
What is the first page? The Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence?
The right things. She doesn't know how to articulate it, but that's perfect. The right things.
My dads have
The right things. Because this kid, even though she can't exactly articulate it right now because she's a little bit upset, which is understandable, the right thing is you don't lay your hands on somebody who hasn't committed a crime. And guys, that I know it's kind of a play on words, but you have rights. It's more like nobody's got the right to infringe on your freedoms, but rights is opposed to wrongs. When somebody's trampling your rights or removing your freedoms when you haven't committed a crime, you have not victimized anybody. You haven't brutalized them. You haven't defrauded them. You haven't stolen from them. You haven't done bad things to them. But when somebody comes along and does bad things to you, when you haven't, and they're not doing that to stop you from doing bad things to other people, they're in the wrong as they trample your rights. So this little girl says, it's the right things. You're not doing the right thing. I may not understand life like adults do. This little girl might say, I don't know, she's not articulate like this, but she's doing a perfect job in the situation that these cops have placed her and her family. She's doing a superb job telling this cop off. I draw great inspiration from people like that. They are the unsung heroes. I would like to know who that little girl is. And you know, not that I would mention her name or like show her face to the world or anything, because then you know what the badged road pirates would do. They would put a target on her back and they would retaliate against her and her parents. You know, these parents probably have to move away from this county right here because these cops are so freaking butthurt. This cop is getting verbally pummeled. You could even say spiritually pummeled by this little girl who knows the difference between right and wrong. And here's the cop going, well, just because it's written on paper doesn't make it so. Well, guess what, hypocrite? You believe things are so. You believe the drug war is so, and you are willing to inflict pain on people so that you can enforce the drug war. And this kid knows this.
My dad.
I can write
Read that.
anything that I want to on a piece of paper. That doesn't make it true.
Exactly. That's what we're trying to say. You could write anything on a piece of paper. It doesn't make it true. Brian's a criminal because he didn't pay his taxes. Brian's a criminal because he didn't activate his churn signal. I'm going to economically terrorize Brian because he didn't pay the extortion registration fee at the DMV. Just because it's written on paper doesn't make it true, but you think it does because you're a law enforcer and politicians wrote those laws on pieces of paper and you take them to be true. And then you bring the reality into our life, the unfortunate, horrible reality.
Okay?
You sure?
Yes, ma'am.
I want my dad.
I know.
Look at that.
Your grandma's coming, okay?
Anyway, that's that. I don't know if you know who Jake Lang is, but Jake Lang is basically, he's like this white supremacist guy that's, you know, it's white power, and he's all on board with, you know, being against anybody who's not white power, down with Muslims and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Islam has its problems. You know, off the infidel is what the Quran says. You know, there's PEDO stuff that's crazy. But you know what? If you want to exercise your religion, as long as you're not harming anybody, threatening to harm anybody, doing damage to people's property, do whatever you want to do. But watch how these cops infringe on Jake Lang's life and his property as he's driving across the country to protest, you know, what's going on right here. This is in Dearborn, Michigan, which he says is being taken over by Muslim extremists. And it might be, I don't know. But what's interesting about Jake Lang is a bootlicker. Watch how the people whose boots he licks treats Jake Lang and his buddy.
You're gonna have problems. Yeah. Clear. Yes, but I mean,
That's Jake Lang driving the U-Haul right here.
I'm burning books today. Okay, going back. Oh, am I free to go? Hold on. I'm going to do what I need to do. I plan on putting 2 drones on the ground right here and burning them and then getting the fuck out of Dodge. Is that my record? What? This is insanity.
On May 10th, 2026, Edward Lang, better known as Jake Lang, traveled to Dearborn, Michigan, home to one of the largest Muslim communities in the United States, to protest against Islam. During his demonstrations, Jake has burned Qurans, displayed bacon, and made several visits to Dearborn, with tensions increasing during each visit. In this video, we'll take a look at body cam footage from Jake's encounter with the Dearborn Police Department.
Jake Lang almost strikes me as a Fed. It's almost like, I don't know if he is or not. I'm not making the accusation that he is, but it seems like if I was a government agent like FBI or CIA, I would do what Jake Lang is doing and just be a provocateur and just stir stuff up for no reason.
While traveling in a rented U-Haul truck. An officer observed Jake allegedly using his cell phone while operating the U-Haul and requested a nearby marked patrol unit to initiate a traffic stop. What began as a cell phone violation would ultimately lead officers to make an unexpected discovery inside the truck.
Cell phone violation is a BS stop.
Let's take a look at what happened.
There you are, the first thing. And you got that stop. Turn that hand up for a minute. Yeah, I've been over here.
Now it takes Jake Lang a while to pull over, but and look at this. Did the cop runs a red light? I never noticed that.
White Audi shows quick.
He's real slow to stop.
I don't know if he's a Fed or not. He sure seems like it.
I mean, he's failing to stop.
So it takes him a while to stop. I'm just going to fast forward this. Here we go.
Hey, Jacob, do you have all the information?
You will never take over this country. Christ is Lord.
Now, notice this. As soon as they stop, there's a lot of people who object to what Jake Lang is doing. Read the side of this banner on the U-Haul trailer that he's pulling right there. Says, National Do Not Burn Down a Mosque Day.
Hey, Jacob, do you have all the information?
Yeah, as much as I don't like Jake Lang, I don't like what he's doing, the cops are completely in the wrong and completely violate this guy's rights.
Take over this country. Christ is Lord. You don't love Christ. Your Jesus God. And my Jesus is different.
The register, the thing they gave us, the paper, and we checked that.
I didn't know you were going to need it.
You don't have any other paperwork?
Do you have an email? Did they email you receipt? No, we did cash.
Yeah.
They didn't give you a contract or anything?
I do have a contract, but it's in the other car.
What car is that? Can we try and get a hold of that?
It's an hour from here at his house.
Yeah, picture or anything?
I didn't even know we needed it. And it tells me either.
Okay.
This is my first time renting a U-Haul.
Who should be on the contract?
He's on the contract. I'm authorized driver on the contract, but
Yes.
it's under his name.
Okay. Just give me 1 second, okay?
About a group of 20 out right now. You guys are making an unfair situation where I'm going to
He doesn't have any of the information he's telling me he's going to take off his lot. Jacob, you're not free to leave.
National Do Not Burn Down a Mosque Day. He just draws controversy like a magnet.
Don't leave the stop right now, okay? I don't want you to get a felony.
The officer makes a phone call while attempting to locate Jacob's information on his computer before approaching him again to continue the investigation.
He doesn't have any of the U-Haul info. He doesn't have any paperwork. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Can you send that to Scope?
No, wait, what? See, you can't. You can't start saying that stuff unless he's violating other people's rights. You really can't start, because then you could say, well, if he's a Christian, F his rights. If he's a Muslim, F his rights. If he's a white guy, F his rights. If he's a black guy, F his rights. If there's any ... therefore F his rights, that can turn on you so freaking easily. So easily.
Where's your license?
I'm out of Florida. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I just picture of it. Yeah, I do. I was at a hockey game and lost my whole wallet literally a couple days ago. That's all I have is my passport. That's why I don't have a wallet.
Where I came from is right here. This is God's country. Christ is Lord. Jesus is King, baby. Christ is Lord. Shut up, you white liberal. Fucking white liberal. Loser. You're a loser. You got nothing.
They're also MAGA, and they're wrapped up in this left versus right paradigm lie that keeps everybody paralyzed in their minds.
No religion, no race, no nothing. You don't even matter. Do you want to take a picture on your phone? I'm sure. This is what we're fighting against, guys. Me and Jake playing right here. While we're getting the I was on the phone with my security setting up over there because I'm much safer. There's like 100 cops over there waiting for us to have them outside the mosque.
Yeah, no doubt is. That's what they've shown themselves to be. No doubt. No argument there.
They're starting to move this way. So.
But there are a lot of people who live in that nation state, that ethno-supremacist state, that aren't ethno-supremacists. A lot of people. That'd be like saying, hey, off all white people because they're the devil. You know, like that. What's that group called? It's the Black Israelis or something like that. I can't remember what they're called, but they go out there with megaphones and they preach, and they're basically saying anybody who's white is of the devil, is of this certain tribe who's cursed by God. It's like, you know, we start talking like that because of your fabricated illusion and your false religion, it gets really, really dangerous really quick. Sparks start flying because people start believing in fictions, and then they start committing atrocities because they believed absurdities.
Well, this is not where we're demonstrating.
I understand that, but you did a violation, right? Spitting.
Not every J is a Zionist, by the way, guys. I know some that despise Israel and despise everything Israel stands for, and yet because they have that J blood, oh, they're marked. It's so unfair. It's so unjust.
Technically, I was evading hundreds of people trying to kill me.
Throw rocks. But when the cop tried to stop me, you got stopped.
No, I thought you were escort because I just had an escort of literally like 50 police vehicles.
When you're driving,
and I beeped at you when we were pulled up alongside each other.
That was me.
Oh, because like, I was trying to get that.
There you go. Hebrew Israelites. There you go. Like that right there is BLACK supremacy. And that does exist, by the way. If you believe you're supreme to other people because of the color of the skin that you had nothing to do with, or where you were born, or what your genealogy is, you have a very, very small mind.
Yeah, you can't even have your phone in your hand while you're driving.
I understand. I was escaping a mob. There's about 1,000 people in a Hamtramck that ran protesting. For me.
Yeah, because only terrorists say that. Only terrorists say that.
Wait till you see how these cops trampled Jake Lane's rights, man.
The God of the Quran is not the God of the Bible. Do not be fooled. Allah is the God.
If you deviate with it, you're gonna have problems. Is that clear?
Yes, but I mean, I'm burning books today.
Okay.
Going back to 3.5.
I'm burning books today.
I'm about to give him a sticker.
Kaz wants his boots, so
I'm All right.
Jake does not have his driver's license or any U-Haul rental paperwork with him. Officers decide to move the traffic stop to a safer location before continuing their investigation.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, I gotta grab your information real quick because you guys don't have the information in the car. We gotta call U-Haul and everything.
That is BS. He does not have to grab the information of the passenger. And this passenger is under no obligation to give the cop his information, but he's going to do it anyway because Jake Lang and his buddy are, if they're nothing else, they're definitely order followers. They're going to comply. They're going to do what the thin blue line says because they are bootlickers. They're Team MAGA bootlickers, and it's about to backfire on them.
Getting a return on it. A little bit longer than we expected, unfortunately. Do you have your ID? Yeah.
What crime do you suspect me of committing, officer? If you don't suspect me of committing a crime, why do you want to extract my ID in violation of the Fourth Amendment?
And you're the one that rented it? Yeah. Okay, who's all on the contract? That's it? Did you give him an email?
And that's how easy it is. Jake Lang and his buddy just gave up their rights. Didn't even think about it. And they're sitting there talking about freedom.
He should have.
You gave me your email or not? We did. Oh, okay. So check your email.
Is that the email?
What's that?
Okay. 1 second. Jacob, you are getting a ticket today for being on your phone. Okay. All right, you got 14 days to make a court date. I'm sorry, man. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Jacob. We got to give you a ticket. I can't do anything about it. I can't exercise that officer discretion.
You knew about Ford Road, but it's probably one of the dangerous roads in Dearborn because people crash all the time.
You don't even mass people trying to kill me, and you guys write me fucking tickets.
I understand. I gotta grab this stuff.
It appears the officer who issued Jake's citation was preparing to return his personal belongings and release him from the scene. Just as that was happening, a command officer came over the radio and instructed the officer to hold off and continue Jake's detention.
Okay. Going again?
Interesting. And they are doing this because the commanding officer of all these other officers got a call from U-Haul.
I'm getting word not to.
Stop for now. We're finding out if U-Haul wants it impounded.
U-Haul wants that U-Haul impounded.
Okay, got you, Kyle. You go.
For U-Haul, impound the vehicle because the person actually driving it is not listed as an operator of the vehicle. For U-Haul, we're impounding the car, the vehicle.
Okay, well, I handle it. Somebody want to start J&T?
And that right there is just hearsay. They don't even know that for a fact. But the problem is Jake Lang doesn't have his paperwork showing that he's rented this U-Haul.
You want me to handle it or you? You want me to handle it or you? I can handle it.
Here we go.
All right. So, you unfortunately have to impound the car because you're not an authorized driver for U-Haul.
I signed the contract.
They're saying that you're not on the contract.
I mean, I have ongoing litigation with U-Haul. I don't know if that is.
I have ongoing litigation with U-Haul, but I'm going to go ahead and rent one of their U-Hauls so that I can promote my ideology.
Why?
I mean, you could add it to it. You know what I mean? So
I'm going to have to demonstrate right here, right now. That you guys towing it right now?
Yeah, we have to.
Is it going to be towed right now? I'm going to hop in the back of it. I'm going to be standing in the back.
I mean, this is. Come on, bro. Give me 1 second. Okay?
I'm standing in the back right now. You hand me my ticket. I'm going to do my demonstration.
Yeah.
And when the tow truck's here and everything happens,
give me 1 second.
Am I free to go?
Hold on.
Am I free to go as a human?
Yeah, you can leave this. But
okay, but I'm
you
standing.
cannot do anything with U-Haul's property.
Okay, but I'm standing on it. I mean, they have to come and pound it. I'm going to stand till they come and take it or whatever. Then I'm using.
Why would you do it, bro? Come on, man.
Because U-Haul is telling us to.
Look at their faces. Here's the ironic part about this whole thing. Jake Lang and his buddy are full MAGA. MAGA supports law enforcement. Back the blue, and now it's happening to them. Back the blue, Jake, till it happens to you, and they're still going to walk away being bootlickers, but they won't walk away without getting the silver bracelets first. Let's keep watching.
Property.
What do you mean tow us into it? Why?
It's like if somebody was driving your car and you said, "Hey, please tow that car," then we have to.
All right, well, when the tow truck gets here, then they can have their property. I'm going to do what I need to do.
Okay. Do you have a lot of stuff in there? You need help getting it out, or?
Did you hear the cop basically say, "Hey, we're just order followers. We do what we're told. We don't even question things." So if somebody calls law enforcement and says, "Hey, that's my car," you're not going to question whose car it actually belongs to. Listen to this again.
What do you mean tow us into it? Why?
It's like if somebody was driving your car and you said, "Hey, please tow that car," then we have to.
All right, well, when the tow truck gets here, then they can have their property. I'm going to do what I need to do.
Okay. Do you have a lot of stuff in there? You need help getting it out, or?
Me and my guys will get it out.
Okay.
But we're demonstrating here then.
Okay. He's saying he's demonstrating right here, so. Huh?
No, he's not.
All right. I mean,
Like this stuff?
Yeah. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is Dearborn Heights too, so.
So that's going to make it really unsafe if we have to carry everything.
I don't know about this music. I think it's copyrighted. I don't know why Jake Lang and his pals are blasting this music right here.
What do you mean you're not talking about? All right. mean, when the tow truck gets you, they can claim their property from wherever it's at.
It's that patriotic, disgusting music.
They can pick it up from half a block away right there.
What's that one? God bless America, or at least I know I'm free. Something, something, who gave their lives for me, and I'll gladly stand up. You know, it's that kind of patriotic nonsense that's not even true.
We're not going far. And authorized. I mean, I'm authorized.
Yeah, exactly. Jenny says propaganda music.
I don't know why they're. I had a litigation with them. They doxed me last time. I did for my protest. One of their employees put my driver's license on the internet. So maybe they have some type of flag on me on their system. But I mean, I signed a contract with my friend. Well, because I have a $750,000 lawsuit against them. I'm here. I'm standing by for another car.
I'm proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free, is just so funny. At least you know you're free. No, you believe you're free, but you are not truly free.
We gotta do an inventory.
This is what we're fighting against, guys. People like this. People are punching. These guys are invaders. They do not people like you are.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get our valuables out. Our valuables or whose valuables?
Now, here we go. Watch this. This cop does not have the consent of anybody to go through this bag in the back of this U-Haul, but he does it anyway. It's amazing to me. I mean, when I was watching this, I was walking around with my cell phone watching this, and I thought I missed something. And I'm sitting here intently watching. Okay, which did the driver or the passenger give him permission to go through this bag? Nope, nobody's given him permission. But he's just going to go ahead and violate their Fourth Amendment right to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects. Effects counts this bag right here, and he's just going to start unzipping and just going through it. Now, I don't care what he's got in that bag. I don't care what you think about Jake Lang. You can't do this on American soil and continue to believe that you're free.
Okay, yeah, there's no weapons in the car.
Stay tuned. He's going to go through the bag. And it's just a real jaw dropper because Jake Lang doesn't even object to it. He never gives his permission. He never gives consent, but he doesn't ask the cop what he's doing. It's like we're in the Twilight Zone. They muted their body cams. Oh, they must love transparency. Here we go. Watch this. Just starts unzipping and pilfering.
You can clear it. We're going to stay in the area.
It's kind of hilarious and ironic that the cop who's going to arrest Jake Lang is a black guy. As he's going through this bag, I don't give a damn what's in that bag right there. I don't give a damn what's in that bag. But they're going to find some psychedelic shrooms, and they're going to pin this guy to the wall. This is a jaw dropper, guys. This right here is just fire this cop and jail him for at least a year.
Whose mushrooms are these?
None of your business.
You said this was your backpack. What? You said this was your backpack.
But that's not my bag. Those are my books inside that bag. That's another person's bag, though. It's not my bag. And I'm not going to rat on my friend, but it's not my bag.
Okay, so the driver of the vehicle takes responsibility for all items in the vehicle?
I mean, I didn't put that bag in the vehicle. It's somebody else's books there, too. He got those books. It's another person. It's not even my passenger.
Cat. He's got shrooms.
He's got shrooms,
He's got
kid.
shrooms.
And the captain should go, so what? This is the land of the free, home of the brave, isn't it? I don't care if he's got 20 pounds of coke. It's the land of the free, home of the brave. Besides that, that's not admissible. That's fruit of the poisonous tree. There's no sanity here.
That's his bag. I mean, they fucking took him for the guy that just got taken for the warrant.
Right there.
Is that
It's a mushroom.
I don't know.
I believe I don't do that stuff, but I believe that's illegal stuff they sell.
Look at, they're going through more stuff. What the hell? And Jake Lang is not objecting.
It's like some dark stuff, huh? Tarot books?
Well, I think that's what they would try to buy.
Huh?
I suppose they were trying to buy them.
Oh.
I don't know, those are the ones that are
What the heck?
Unbelievable, man. And guys, I looked under this video right here and I couldn't see I don't see anybody objecting. Look at this. They just express their hatred for Dumb and Dumber and their U-Haul adventures. This guy's not a Christian. He's just trying to pull a hustle. I don't care. Jake Lang is a coward and an agitator, hypocrite all day, every day. I don't want to get a felony, just talking about what the cops saying this, but nobody going, what the hell are they doing going through the back for? They got no right to do that. This is treason on American soil.
All right, I'm gonna give you this bag because I'm done with it, and you can put it on the sidewalk over there. Okay. There were shrooms in his bag.
So what?
Bag in the car, and he said, "Yeah, that was it." Captain's on the phone with somebody right now. I don't know. It's an arrestable offense. So,
it's an arrestable offense.
The crowd's getting a little stinky over here. Okay, I'll ask him what he wants me to do.
I also want to just point out that Jake Lang is so hated that the cops pulled him over again to have him go down the road to get away from this crowd. And I don't know, maybe it was a half a mile, a quarter of a mile or whatever. And a crowd gathered again. That's how much he's hated. That's how much of an agitator he is. But that's all beside the point. These cops are violating this guy's constitutionally protected rights. Oklahoma Cop Watch got me on a technicality. Brian, they didn't search the vehicle. They did an inventory. Come on, Brian, get your facts right. Well played, Oklahoma Cop Watch.
Hey, Jacob, come here real quick. So I really don't want to leave you with the angry mob. Is there anywhere we can take you?
I'm going to say right. Is that legal over here? That's not my shit.
Illegal in the city.
Okay. What's happening with that?
Let me ask my boss real quick. Obviously, this is like a hired situation.
I know. So I don't do that shit. It's disgusting. But I plan
yeah, right, Jake.
on putting 2 crowns on the ground right here and burning them, and then getting the fuck out of Dodge. So you guys just wait here.
I'm putting 2 Qurans right here and I'm burning them, and I'm going to get out of Dodge. And this, look at this black cop's face right here. This is the guy who's going to end up putting the cuffs on Jake Lang.
Give me an escort.
We're towing this car and we're leaving. So
you guys have a. You guys
stop talking for a second. Take it behind the car. Search real quick for my mask.
Okay. Let me phone. Let me log it. Circle back here, sir.
You want to move this car? You move this car right here. Here, just this is right.
And like charge with my hand.
Yep, that's fine. Just put it on top of the car.
Back the blue till it happens to you, Jakey. It's happening to you.
Just have your head. Thanks.
This is such a shameful, demoralizing violation of your rights.
Yeah. it's not very good. Just put your hands behind your back. Okay? You don't have to look outside. Okay. Some of the bags in the past. I can drive inside, so that's the one in the car.
Can I have my phone?
No, not in the back of our seats. Against the policy.
Okay. It's live streaming, like sitting there, so
Okay.
it's like watching you guys are saying.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we'll keep it on.
Yeah, that's a good point, Moto. That is just a complete judgment call. They have no idea what kind of mushrooms those are. You can't go by the packaging. You can't assume. I mean, they can assume they're psychedelics, but can you arrest on an assumption? And besides that, should you be arresting people who are trying to exercise their American rights to just pursue life, liberty, and happiness? If doing psychedelics makes you happy, if doing the white powdery substance makes you happy, if being on cloud 9 makes you happy, and all you want to attack after you take a hit of a bong is a bag of Doritos, go do it. Go do it. I'm not advising anybody, live an unhealthy lifestyle, but you know what? It's your life, and you're not hurting anybody as long as you don't steal from people so that you can support your drug habit or whatever. Go pursue life, liberty, and happiness. But the cops aren't like that. They don't view it like that. They don't view life like we do. They are the infringers, the ones who interfere with those rights that they swore to protect.
Is this hooked up? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. All right. I gotta climb up here.
After a lengthy detention, the captain on scene advised officers that both Jake and his passenger would be arrested for possession of the suspected psychedelic mushrooms.
Just turn around. Turn around.
Here we go.
Just turn around. Put your hands behind your back, please.
Oh, but I licked boots. Did I not lick them hard enough? This is the classic look that you give to somebody when you realize the thin blue line you've been backing is coming for you.
You're being under arrest for now, okay? They're gonna
And I don't support it. Even though he's the thin blue line bootlicker, I do not support the actions of the cops right here, but this is what they support.
explain the charges in a minute, okay? I'll put your cuffs on you. I got a broken.
No crime committed.
I'll take care of you. I'll put your cuffs on.
Boy, oh boy.
My captain's gonna come explain in a second, okay? You good? You want to twist a little bit more?
No, I can't.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go. I'm too big for that, man.
I got you, man. Let me do this so it don't tighten up on you anymore. 1 second. Bear with me.
It's hilarious that they had the black cop. Since these guys are basically white supremacists, they had the black cop. You'll hear what Jake Lang says out of his own mouth as they drive him away. But they got a black cop arresting these white supremacists. It's hilarious.
That should be good.
I mean, I'm not for it, but it's still weird. It's just like karma is visiting, and we get to watch it in 4K or 780p, 720p,
Yeah,
1080p.
Okay, you got enough space. Okay.
I ain't going nowhere, dude.
All right. Just hang tight for a second, okay, sir?
All right, boss man. You guys cuffing me and taking me?
Yeah.
What do you need for Chad? Probably can't hear you while they're yelling.
Possession of the shrooms.
Chad called for a guy and I stopped and identified.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back, palms together like this, okay?
Please. This is insanity.
Yes, it is. I agree.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back, okay?
I believe that was Adam.
Put your palms together like you're praying so they don't hurt you.
Hey, so. Yeah, go ahead, let's go.
Are they really? Are they that? I did not know that. I did not know that. I mean, if that's true, that's kind of weird. I don't. Are you sure that's true?
I'm gonna get a
plates out here because we're looking for.
Is misdemeanor offense?
What was that?
Is it misdemeanor offense or felony?
Yeah, high misdemeanor. Arrestable offense.
Man, description again of this guy.
Unfucking man. We should have taken that off beforehand. Oh wait,
just north of Ford Road. Hey Chip, I'm gonna try to get him on the phone. Get that Gray McLaren with the guy in the white hoodie.
Gotta sit back for me so I can put this seatbelt on.
Can you put? Yeah, I have one phone on me, but I need the other one.
Okay.
Oh, you do? Okay.
You gotta sit back so I can put the seatbelt on it.
What's that? Okay. I think I have Quran and bacon on the floor there. Can you
sit back for me?
Right here. I see it. Oh, my Quran and bacon.
Negative, it's not.
I get my hat or no? What happened?
It's going with us.
Okay. We're coming.
All right.
This is gay. Fucking gay. Make America white again!
Did you hear that?
America white! Make America white again! Free my people! Free my people! Free my people! Fucking genocide of white people!
Hey, John, your real lights are on.
Fucking shit, man! Come on! Arrest me for some fucking other guy's backpack in the backseat on.
Jake and his passenger.
Okay, so as far as this guy, his public actions include antiseptic demonstration outside AIPAC headquarters in Washington, D.C., throwing chocolate coins as a Jayish money trope, Nazi salute, make Jerusalem Christian again banner, claims about Talmudic Jews, threats against politicians taking AIPAC money, and great replacement rhetoric blaming Jayish influence. He also targets Muslim communities with Quran burning. On Israel specifically, he has publicly renounced ties to it, protested the main pro-Israeli U.S. lobby, and explicitly antiseptic, you know what that is, terms, and burns material supporting Christian Zionism. So it looks like his actions are against what you were saying there about him. Unless he's just some kind of COINTELPRO and he doesn't, I mean, I don't trust Jake Lang anyway, but who cares? I know one thing, the fact of the matter is nobody gave this cop authorization to go through this bag right here. This is 100% unconstitutional, but what do cops care about that, right? Let's see. I don't know. Leave your thoughts about this. What do you think about this whole stop with Jake Lang? I personally think it was unconstitutional, immoral, and unconscionable. I don't care what you think about Jack Lang or Jake Lang. What happened to Jake Lang shouldn't happen to any American ever. But I do also agree with what Lysander Spooner said. He said, no matter what the Constitution may be, you know, this much is certain. It's either authorized such a tyrannical government as we have, or it's been powerless to stop it. In either case, it's unfit to exist. The Second Amendment does not protect you from gun grabbers grabbing your guns. The Fourth Amendment doesn't protect you from road pirates trampling your right to be secure in your person's houses, papers, and effects. They will get your ID, or they will point a gun at you, arrest you, and throw you into a cage until they can extract that ID from you. That's how much they hate the Constitution they claim to be protecting and serving, and yet they become the very domestic enemies of that model, that entire model. So I appreciate you guys being here. Let me go over the super chats and all the support that you guys gave during this live stream. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Jennifer, for buying 5 Here's the Deal memberships. Ragnar, thanks for being a member. If you're not a member, you know, hit that join button. Thank you, HBO Matt. Special shout out to Jay Lobo, who gifted 50 Here's the Deal memberships. That's just crazy, because that's like the 10th time, 11th, 12th time that Jay Lobo has done that. Incredible. Neil, thank you for being a member for 12 months. Auditron gifted 1 Here's the Deal membership. Auditron, I really appreciate that. Neil gifted 5 Here's the Deal memberships. And Do Not Operator, check out his channel. Brian, my page is new and small, but we shouted you out as the largest channel exposing government corruption through dash and body cam videos in our new upload. Do not, operator. Thank you for doing that, man. Really means a lot. Let's see. DL Observer. Thanks for the show. Here's the deal. Thank you for that support, DL Observer. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Do I have anything else that I've... Oh, one more thing. One more thing before we go, guys. If you can, I don't know if you've seen this video right here. It's one of the last videos that I did, which is this one right here. It's super important. Here, I'll just show you the first part of it, and then you guys can watch it. But this girl right here is 15 years old. 15 years old. Watch what the cops do.
Look at what
her and her 13-year-old niece.
you did to her, bro. Look at what you did to her. Take that phone. Let me get... Step back. Back. Oh, sit down. Sit down. I'm done. I'm not done. Back up and sit down.
What in the... Actually, I didn't even start the video out with the worst part of what they did to these kids. Anyway, they smash her face on the ground. There's this pool of blood that it's hard to see from this angle on the ground right here. And her mom started a GoFundMe because her face looks like... Let's see if I can scrub through this and find... Anyway, it's all... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's her face. The Wausau, Wisconsin cops just smashed her face on the ground. So her mom has started this GoFundMe. Let me refresh it. It's up to $655 out of $4,500, so you can get some legal fees because they want to file a 42-1983. This is the GoFundMe right here. I put some... Oh, look at this. The Christian Fight. Check that out. The Christian Fight gave $500. Good job, man. So if you guys want to chip into that, Michael Jordan just dropped a super chat. ASP, that's Arkansas State Police, pitted a guy at 130 miles per hour recently, and the car hit an elderly couple in front of them. You should look into... You know what? I think I saw that. I'm so glad you mentioned that, Michael Jordan. Hold on. Do you guys have a second? I don't know how many people are watching right now, but if you've got a second, stay tuned. I'm going to try to find that because I saw it. It came up in my feed last night. Let me go into my channel and see if I can find that real quick for you, because it was what I saw of it was horrific. Let's see. Officer involved fatal Louisville crash resigns. No, that's Louisville, Kentucky. Violent confrontation. Man, maybe I saw it on X. Maybe it was on X. I could not believe that he pitted that car at that speed. And when he pitted the car, was it a short? Was it a YouTube short? Let's see. Did it kill the woman and the man? I think one was 67 and one was 73, right? Oh, here it is.
Arkansas and dramatic new police dash cam video. State police releasing this video. Now, you can see a trooper pull up on the car during a high-speed chase.
Look at this.
After performing a pit maneuver, the suspect's car rams into another vehicle, sending both vehicles flying off the road. Troopers say a 68-year-old woman and a 73-year-old man were severely injured. Investigators say the suspect, 32-year-old Lloyd Hamilton, reached speeds of up to 130 miles per hour.
130.
Troopers say he failed to stop for a traffic violation, and Hamilton faces multiple charges, including DWI, and it's
just picture this. Think about this vehicle here. Let me mute this. Think about the people in this vehicle. Look, it's the vehicle's way up here. Look at this. Minding their own business, driving down the road, maybe going to church, maybe going to visit the grandkids. Your grandparents are on, or your parents are on their way to see you. Watch this. That is attempted vehicular homicide. I don't care if he crashed into anybody or not, but watch this. unsuspecting. They don't even know what's about to happen, what's about to hit them. Maybe listening to the radio, some country music, and then look, just a fraction of a second from death. And it's likely that these people will die. Because 67 and 73, it's going to be hard to recover from these injuries right here. Look, it tumbled over. It flipped. Oh my God, it flipped multiple times. I didn't even notice that. Holy, this guys, this makes me like, I have chills right now. This makes me so freaking mad. This could be my wife. This could be my kids. This could be people that I love. And this trooper doesn't freaking care. He gets to go home at night. He gets to sleep in his nice little warm bed and eat dinner with his little family. Look at this.
A pit maneuver of the suspect's car.
How many times did that car tumble? It's going to be very difficult to.
After performing a pit
maneuver, 2,
the suspect
3,
car
4,
rams
5,
into another
6,
vehicle, sending both vehicles flying
6,
off
7
the road.
times.
Troopers say a 68-year-old
Look, it's right there. Is that the car or is that the truck?
woman and a
That's the
73-year-old man were severely injured.
Yeah, severely injured. I wonder what the extent of their injuries were. Let's see. Arkansas high-speed chase. Let's just find out what the state of their injuries are. To the 67 and 73 who let's see what the state of their injuries are. I mean, when they say severe injuries, they could be like intubated and about to die. While we're waiting for that to come through, just look at it again.
Car during a high-speed chase.
You never think about, I mean, I always think about them careening into like a convenience store with full of people who are trying to get some last minute shopping done, or maybe pick up an energy drink before they hit the road, or careening off into the the center line and then hitting somebody head on. But you never think about them approaching a vehicle from behind. Look, and it looks like they saw this, the driver saw this in their rearview mirror, and they were trying to get over because they've crossed the fog line. Look at that. They're trying to get away from that accident. 68-year-old woman, Carmela Catras, and 73-year-old man, George. So there was a man and a woman, a husband and wife, possibly. A Jonesboro couple sustained serious injuries on August 5th, 2026 incident on I-555 near Truman, Arkansas. No detailed public updates on their condition after the initial reports. They were uninvolved bystanders in a third vehicle, a black SUV Toyota, struck after an Arkansas state trooper attempted vehicular homicide. His name is Logan Hall. So Logan Hall, Corporal Logan Hall, is basically an attempted murderer. Performed a tactical vehicle intervention, or TVI, commonly called a pit maneuver, on a fleeing Hyundai Sonata driven by. What did this guy do? Suspected vehicle, which had reached speeds of 130 miles an hour, collided with theirs. What did the suspect? What was he reported as doing? Even if the guy was a mass shooter, even if he had held hostages in a bank and offed a couple of them, you don't put the rest of the people on the roadway that had nothing to do with this incident in jeopardy. No information. What was the driver? What's the driver's name? The driver's name is Lloyd Hamilton III. Oops. What was he suspected? What crime did he commit? That you got to do a TVI at 130 miles per hour. Come on, what did Lloyd do? Was initially suspected of a traffic violation, speeding, and then of fleeing from police at high. Wonder why he was fleeing from police at a high speed. It wasn't because he was being chased, was it? Along with drug possession. So basically, he did nothing in related offenses. An Arkansas police trooper attempted to stop his Hyundai Sonata northbound 24-mile marker after clocking at about 90 miles per hour. So he was going 15 miles per hour over the speed limit. And now he's going 130 miles an hour instead of 90 miles per hour. Hamilton failed to stop, accelerated approximately 130 miles per hour, and led a pursuit while driving recklessly in hazard. Yeah, because he was trying to get away from the road pirates who could kill him if they catch up to him. Wow. You just don't hate him enough. We'll just watch it again. You just don't hate him enough.
The police dash cam video, state police releasing this video. Now, you can see a trooper pull up on the car during a high-speed chase after performing a hit maneuver. The suspect's car rams into another vehicle, sending both vehicles flying off the road.
I can't even believe it.
Troopers say a 68-year-old woman and a 73-year-old man were severely injured. Investigators say the suspect, 32-year-old Lloyd Hamilton, reached speeds of up to 130 miles per hour. Troopers say he failed to stop for a traffic violation, and Hamilton faces multiple charges, including DWI, and it's not clear if he's entered a plea.
That cop should go to jail, lose his certification. His pension should be liquidated and given to Mr. and Mrs. Katros. And, really, that guy should be up on criminal charges. This is so freaking sad. I agree. Oh, dash cam link in the chat. Here we go. Let me drop that link. Here's the link to the video we just watched. And if you want, let me give you the link to this video right here. Got to watch that one. Do me a favor, watch that one. And the shock gloves. Here's the shock gloves in the chat. Oops. Let's see, what else did we watch? Oh, here's the Jake Lang one. There's the Jake Lang video. And then that other video that we watched was... Oh, shoot, it's not going to do it, is it? Oh, yeah, the manhunt video. There's the link to the manhunt video. All right. Okay, guys. I'm going to spend the rest of the night with my honey. She's out there waiting for me. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. If you haven't done so already, make sure you like this video and share this video. How many likes are on this? I don't even see it. I don't know. Just hit the like, share. Appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget, I also have a Facebook channel called High Impact Flicks. That's this one right here. I'll go ahead and drop it. Thanks for whoever's... Is anybody aware of my High Impact Flicks Facebook page? If not, check that out. Sometimes I release stuff on there that I don't release here on this channel. And also I have the Disturbing Illusion channel. That's my... So here's the deal, is my police accountability channel, and the Disturbing Illusion is where I expose cops, politicians, the left versus right paradigm lie. That's this right here. Thanks you guys. I know time is valuable. It's precious, and you chose to spend it with me, and I really appreciate that. And especially, it's a Saturday night. Holy cow, what are we doing? We're trying to change the world is what we're trying to do. Appreciate you guys being here. Love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.